send them home or to send us to fracture.
And DRX is starting off with what Benkai said, the bread and butter. Buzz going to lead the charge, and they're hitting the C site.
There are a couple of members here. See the fault line through. Buzz has already gotten up, though. Angel on the trade.
Ooh.
He manages to get a second. But he's been overwhelmed. He's been outnumbered. Stax is going to get the spike down. All he has is a little bit of utility left. MaKo throwing the shoulder. Artis on the other side. The swing. Timing is great.
He's still got one, though.
And the spam is fire, too. But you're right. He did manage to get one.
It's planted for MaKo here down long. They have no smokes to cover him.
Yeah, well, I mean, he doesn't have anything. He's
just
got one smoke up.
This is actually very doable here for MaKo.
Zyppan didn't manage to get it to half. MaKo repositioning, creeping his way forward.
I heard that.
Taking any inch that he could possibly get. Shao and Zyppan try to keep them back. Zyppan got it to half. Zyppan gets the kill, and he's going to get FPX first round.
So pulling it out at the last moment here, knowing DRX is going to pick it into you.
Artis holding mid with Marshall. No armor on the side of DRX whatsoever. The swing, just clean. Manages to get away, too.
Difficult to actually get this plant down, given the decay that's going through, but no utility spent to deny.
Dude, Artis is so bold to continue challenge. Oh, look at DRX! They fully send in!
Artis, what?
But Artis has gotten 3, and now he's close by. Artis with 4 on the round!
He picked up the frenzy too and just made quick work with the rest of them. Just jumped in behind them. What a play from DRX. Taking surprise to the next level. It's to control this A side, short and sewers, but also B.
Yeah.
And there's no fade to use the C's to combine with the nade, but it's still getting put down by Zyppan to control this A lobby. And they've got full of it.
And it puts Artis in such an aggressive spot into short. He can challenge that so easily.
Meanwhile, you could also see the orb that SUYGETSU's putting down is top C on that garage. It's a one-way for them. And Angel to just rip off the split. DRX love to go for these C splits.
And Zyppan seems to be wise to it. You see him playing just outside of garage. First gun round for DRX. They still have a lot of tools at their disposal.
50 seconds in, and Angel has not put a new smoke down. Used the first one at A lobby. And since then, he hasn't used them, so they're going to be there for this hit, but SUYGETSU's just rotated off.
Yeah, and you can tell Angel was thinking about it too. Prowler in the garage, the cloudburst, that should draw the rotation back. There's that one way that you were just mentioning, and Buzz just fully goes into it, challenges what's on the other side, but RB just rips him to shreds.
Shao's going for it even more.
RB on the spam, he's gotten 3 on the round, but Shao's gonna have to do it by himself. A 1v3, and no, DRX find their first.
And usually when you see a lurker coming up towards B, you're expecting an A hit.
Turret up here as they try to control mid. SUYGETSU waiting to see if anyone's going to peek forward. Anyone dare challenge that area of the map. Note here, RB has his ultimate. And that is exactly where they're going to head back to.
DRX always with such good ideas with their Killjoy ults. And remember, no breach in this comp, so it can't be broken easily.
Artis is so far up. 2 shots already through, space given away, but Buzz creeps forward. It's actually SUYGETSU who's able to hold the line for now. You see the fault line go right beside him as SUYGETSU gets a second. Sacks in a 1v3, and there's nothing doing there.
That's the type of round you want if you're FPX with this Viper. And there's more than just that. Zyppan has his ult, Angel has his ult too.
We found one.
Last time on the eco, DRX went straight into B, and looks like they want to do the exact same thing.
And they're going to walk in for free too. They're also going to challenge Link. You see the paranoia out. Buzz has to give some of the space back. MaKo gets the spike down.
That paranoia just basically cancels the one-way attempt. What is that smoke thrown on the left side there in the cubby?
Wild post-plant positions. See DRX expecting the aggression, expecting the flank in through garage. Has to spam through, and yeah, using the stairs to drop utility. Showstopper, Zyppan up top, he gets Zest! now the spam's starting to come through. Shao gonna try to hold it. Angel taking damage. But Shao's just gonna hold it the entire way. There's no challenge! There's nobody that's able to get him off! And Angel pushes forward! Gets a couple of kills!
Last player standing.
How are there 2 people alive at the end of that?
I know FPX won the round, but I'm losing my mind trying to understand what just happened at the end there. Did MaKo get a 3K with one shot? Look at this. Oh, it was Angel first. Obviously missing the follow-up spray and then the double. Wow. That's pretty impactful. Hey, look at FPX's money. It's not that good. SUYGETSU with just the Phantom. And don't forget, they got the pit out that time. So, huge switch in ultimate power now. To DRX's side, they got the breach ult.
Hey, they have 4. They have 4 ults.
Very much known to use that breach ult over towards A. But I wonder if they're hesitant to approach that side because of the Viper wall. They really haven't.
They haven't tested those waters at all, you're right. You know, maybe even that just being up is enough to dissuade them.
Well, they're not going to ignore the entire game. Molly to clear out RB. It's a little trap here. His Phantom's definitely going to stick out. Has to turn it to the left.
Ah, there's nowhere to go.
He's alive.
Good night. But 20 HP.
Hey, I'd be rather 20 HP than dead.
Yeah.
And they didn't get any information about that either. I think they must have some inkling because of how aware, and I mean, they've got 3 players basically watching it. Ardiis, meanwhile, got the op and is just looking down C-Long, has his garage control as well with the trademark. So they're set up for it. Here's the breach ult. FPX, there's nobody actually getting hit by this except for Shao up heaven. The fast retake is on.
You see double paranoias, as you're right, they swing right through. VODS has gotten behind enemy lines first. Zyppan on the trade. No, not able to do anything. Shao drops to his death as he tries to challenge from heaven. And now Ardiis with an op in a 1v4. He's got to save that thing.
Oh, and he hears it.
The hunt,
RB.
yeah, the hunt is on. RB, who ate the molly at the beginning of the round, is
Yeah, but that's information now. He's definitely saving. Look, stax immediately chasing. MaKo.
Teleport's ready.
Not going to continue, actually. They're not going to continue to pursue.
Yeah, how bold do they get in this? They have some time still.
Either way. That was one. FPX was very prepared for that round. And DRX still brute forces their way through. The Rolling Thunder clears the site. And they follow up with pounds of might. Every single player ready to fight that. That paranoia from Angel did not find value. Meanwhile, still, I mean, they didn't really spend that much either. RB still has his Killjoy ult. And here's the first time they're challenging this A control.
The nade, the dart. They're able to clear some of it out.
The early presence that FPX has been getting inside of A lobby now negated.
DRX, you're right, pushing into this. Ardiis with the op.
They're rotating.
And he's starting to pull back into A. I mean, they have 4 here.
It's for the most part, it's an eco. Just Ardiis with the op, so setting up for this, and don't forget, they don't have that massive coverage of the ult this time.
You're right, but Shao's here too, and he's got a Spectre. He's got something. Oh, and Ardiis does too!
Viper for the flash.
What a shot. The second, a warning, the paranoia. But they're committing to this. MaKo is ulted. The wall. The only thing keeping him back, and MaKo gets the kill! How have they gotten this? You mentioned that it was just an eco. But that seems to work out for FPX just fine.
Also, Angel just ulted right before. So maybe that's a little confusing. A combination here with the Hunter's Fury. Off rip. Tried to paranoia from B, but look at Angel.
MaKo's in trouble. MaKo's in trouble. MaKo's been spotted. The heavy aggression in A pays off for FPX as they're not done yet. Angel swinging around. The blades don't land, but Zest's bullets do.
Shao's still here too.
A 4v2 as Buzz and Zest remain.
And SUYGETSU's got his orb up. Look at this. It is brutal.
There's that one way that you were mentioning. SUYGETSU holds the line around his utility. The buy for DRX, not great. They do have some key ultimates to work with. But Buzz doesn't have blade. I mean, they really have very little here.
Stacks back up, but they're going to force a retake here immediately.
Buzz pushing his way forward. This feels a bit reckless, and while that's really the only decision DRX have here, look at that. He's waiting on the other side. Frenzy finds value. First kill going in favor of DRX.
I mean, talk about reckless. It's Angel, of course, the king of recklessness.
Zyppan swinging around, and RB finds another one with the Bucky that was picked up off of Angel. How much more can he find? He's still dancing around, but Shao and ardiis clean him up. There's still a shot at this, but they're so far up.
They don't know there's too many close.
Oh, and Zest is the only one further down. They don't know that Buzz is here. Oh, the shots don't land. Buzz is not able to get any of it. That could have been bad.
But it should have been a round 2 for them. Remember, they won a light buy already, and they get it close again. This time it's because the gamble in the direction that they're going at the beginning of the round works out. It's only SUYGETSU. But there was so much that worked well. The Bucky RB had, up close and personal. And then the wraparound from Buzz, good too. Ooh.
That was clean up from Shao.
Placing always is looking for that mid walk down. Now they have to body check it, and they didn't even realize until now.
But they're gonna challenge it.
Here.
No clue what's on the other side of this right now. Finally, the Prowler clears it, so it's all safe.
At least a little bit of it.
At this point, though, it doesn't really give FPX any more value.
Zyppan has ult here. You gotta be careful. They're all in there. The paranoia. There's the ult! RB's done. Rolling Thunder through.
Almost
but was
dodged.
he able to get past it? No. SUYGETSU tucked, safe. He's so patient. Waiting, baiting his team, and anticipating the flank out. And SUYGETSU gets 4.
More stingers out. Pit down long C.
They're once again going to push into A.
Look at SUYGETSU. He's going all the way down his pit right now. If there's anything committed here to this A hit, he's flanking fast.
Buzz is tucked up in a tiny corner. Remember, RB still has that ult, by the way. Had it for a few rounds now. They're going to use a drone for him to swing, but they don't know someone's on the other side. He's got to be patient. He's got to be careful. A judge waiting, but it's too far away.
He gets out too.
They had the trap set up.
And look at the hesitancy from DRX to walk past this wall in short. There's just too much threat on the other side of it. Finally it falls, but at this point, starting to rotate back. RB has no space to actually use his ult in a significant manner there. And because they got the pick, perfectly comfortable to sit back now.
There's just so much control. Even if you take a Rod, you're going to have to clear him out somehow.
Don't forget, Zyppan has his nade here too to deny the plan. With 30 seconds left, it's dangerous.
30 seconds left.
Backs up, gives the space. There's a nade that you were just mentioning. The satchel too.
RB's off of
Just
it.
to be sure. RB's managed to get one with the judge, and he is going to get the spike down. What a shot out from Zyppan, dude. He's been outrageous. Zest down is so weak. Finally, we see that ult used. And SUYGETSU has abandoned the pit. He's starting to challenge over on site. RB has fallen. Zyppan has gotten another. Saxon Zest so weak. Saxon, he's gonna have so much before him. Oh, and it's a quick shot out from ardiis. A sleight of hand goes his way. We had a lot of questions around the Viper pick into Haven, and well, it seems to be working. Early paranoia. And again, to fight for a main. Angel's going to take long, and he's going to continue to push alongside Zyppan. While DRX really not interested in that right now. They have the alarm bot to cover and make sure there's no flank coming around. They can focus more so on C here.
Smoke just put down on B might deter them a little bit more. But there is a lot of presence here for FPX over towards A.
They might rotate back.
Plenty of opportunities still to decide what to do. 1 minute left. But the thing for FPX is they're committing so many bodies on this side. The flank will have to come fast if they commit anywhere else other than A.
I don't think that, yeah, it's probably not going to be that one way once again, man. That one way is so good.
And the slow shuts it down. Nobody's following up with that. Oh!
Okay.
MaKo with 2 huge entries.
He's weak. He's going to ult. He's going back sight. They have full sight control.
But look at the flank.
Spike planted.
I think RB's utility just went down, so I'm not sure they're really aware of this. It's triple flanking right now going on.
The drone to clear out garage. You see the smoke instantly as a response, while the rest of them are going to try to make their way down long. But there's utility there. Zyppan's already gotten one.
Huge drone too.
How much more can he find? Smoke's concealing the positions of the remaining DRX players. This FPX has to go forward. The tap, the swing, Zest holds it. But Shao, can he do it himself? A 1v2 utility in his face, but he manages to dodge it. The halt was there too to give him away.
What a spray through the box there from...
This is the potential. We're going to get to see this Viper on attack and what they have cooked up. You see that wall towards A already. And they're just going to challenge right into it. They're sending 3 into the lap of ardiis. He's only able to get 1 as he's blindsided by Buzz.
And already you see the autonomy that Buzz needs on this side that the desk was mentioning, and MaKo as well combining. Cleaning up this A lobby control that FPX started with.
I'm liking that aggression out from DRX already. MaKo's going to get spammed through, counting his lucky stars that he stays alive.
And he goes for even more. That was risky, but doesn't get punished. The advantage now for DRX, and already the biggest tool in the kit for FPX with this comp, that Viper. At least the uncommonality of it.
Sure.
Certainly gone at this point. So the pivot is in for Angel. He's already used one of his smokes to smoke off that alarm bot. But that means no smokes available here. And he's bought a Sheriff too, so that's not coming up for another 40 seconds.
Shao choosing to hold onto the drone and them just contact in.
Zyppan on top. Evens it out. Equality immediately. And the spike planted too. This guy has been so good. They're going for a setup to bait. All 3 players up close though.
Shao and Angel close by. Angel looking around. Shao may be first contact here. As the leader for FPX has to check every single angle his way. And he lands the first right in between the eyes. Looking for the second, dancing around the utility. Oh! It's actually Shao who's in trouble. But Shao gets it down to 1v1. It doesn't land. Stax, you're right. A bit ahead of the play.
And not to state the obvious, but that was unbelievably necessary here for DRX.
Remember the disrespect that DRX showed this wall in the previous round. Fully sending 3. This time, a bit more tempered, a bit more metered.
I mean, remember, ardiis was there. That could have been easily 2 kills for ardiis. So you don't want to be taking that risk every single time. Keep them on your toes.
You see the man on your screen right now, the only one with a weapon, trying to keep DRX on their toes, the stinger in his hand.
Angel with the Sheriff again. And he's gone. Angel's gone.
Yeah.
And I like how ardiis, you know, goes for the knife on the, the Prowler. But they do get all the way up here, and you actually have Zest rotating off, so Buzz alone with just the Bulldog. The nice thing about it, he's avoiding and completely ignoring the wall.
Nice shots out from Zest. Oh man, he wanted more. He got a little greedy, he got a little hungry, but they're still finding space. Sugetsu still has that stinger.
Get that Bulldog too. It might be on top of the box. Yeah, Shao not able to recover it, so it's just Sugetsu.
Just a bit far, and remember, he's weak. He's got to get into an aggressive position to really maximize the value of that weapon.
And he has to bait for the player in the corner, Sugetsu. I like that they're going heaven. Maximize the range here. Wait, that missed. It missed.
On the drop, he's still concealed behind.
He's in the cubby.
Wall. The spam is there, but he still holds his nerve. He's patient, but there was way too much. He had chances, but he took none of them.
And look, the fact that the 3 players of DRX there in that retake are so aware.
See an exchange of utility, and again, DRX continue to challenge this wall in A. Look at how far up Buzz is. Look at how far up MaKo is. He's already cleared it. And a Prowler through.
Nobody here on this site. They've got a 180 turret to spot when they do hit the C side, but it's going to be way too late at that point. So they have to do a 5v5 retake on their bonus, where they're already disadvantaged. Also, note that trip by ardiis. It's very, very off. And Angel could potentially swing with it if he's there in time, and I think he might just be. He just put down a smoke back on Garage, and no, he's not working his way back, so early warning system's not going to do that much.
Well, actually, Angel's back. He paranoias, and he's just going to get away. Tuck tail, try to stay alive. He sees the other paranoias swing right by him. Ardiis now has arrived. Reinforcements found! So much reinforcements. Ardiis falls. Can Angel do anything here? Nothing. You mentioned the concerns around the bonus, and every single shot seems to be going wide for FPX. Zyppan in a 1v4, he swings around! Oh, but he only gets one.
If he takes down Zest there, that's a 1 round.
1000%.
And he was so close. Look at the HP. So they have to find value here. They have to eat into the bank of DRX. And that's a great way to start it. Zyppan all the way down short control has completely used this wall to its full effect, but look at the counter from DRX.
A 3-man flank through mid.
Trademark's gonna spot it, but they are all the way committed. Do they have some protocol to hold this back, and is it going to weaken their actual retake hold in their post plan?
Look at how far Zyppan is. And he's got his ultimate. They're going to see this flank attempt re-emerge as Ardiis tries to hold the line by himself. Viper's Pit used from SUYGETSU. A deep one too. And Zyppan might be the trap that's laid. He's now pushing his way forward into the mid, repositioning as he's expecting the retake come through, and Ardiis re-challenges, but he goes Icarus, he flies way too close to the sun. MaKo and Zest getting 2 massive kills. Spike ticking away, Buzz finds one, the pit should go down, and they just get destroyed.
Again, no value found from a quite decent investment. All 5 players light armor again, a stinger bot rehearsed for FPX.
They haven't really shown anything different out of this wall from SUYGETSU either. I think every round on attack has been that one.
Sure, but there's still so many layers on top of it still to deal with. Shock dart to clear out. Angel's on top as well. They're double pushing the high.
Paranoia to clear out A-Link.
They've cleared the site at this point.
Yeah.
And don't forget, there is so much post plant here.
Yeah, Shao's Hunter's Fury, Zyppan's ult too. And look at Ardiis, once again going on the flank. And the timing is going to work out, isn't it?
Oh!
Zyppan finds nothing, but again, Ardiis' flank is everything. Oh gosh, missed a couple of shots there, but Buzz finds 3.
The defuse is getting stuck right now. The mollies are, only one is out. Second one going out now, but they could easily stick this through. Shao still with the ult though.
They've gotten it to half. The layers are there.
He's going for it.
Buzz is going to try to do it. They bait out the Hunter's Fury. Time is not plentiful here. Buzz trying to dance around it, but he's going to take too much damage. He has to pull off every single time.
They're sticking!
There's no way.
They got it!
They dealt with every layer thrown their way.
DRX making a quick case in this second half that they are definitely still here to play, definitely still here to close out this match. What a round from Buzz. Oh my goodness, that shot on Ardiis. And the final nail in the coffin, stax as well. The failsafe.
Crack them down.
DRX, so close to tying it up right now. So close to making the case. And this Viper was absolutely not fruitful.
What a comeback, man. That's just insane.
The resiliency shown by this team throughout this tournament, with the exception of one series, the Loud series, has been ridiculous for a team that has gone through so much trials and tribulations in terms of late tournament pressure getting to them.
And the tragedy that often ensues around those moments. MaKo repositioning around the nade. He's going to spot so many players. He's going to spot so much utility, and that's a spike. The paranoia out, and it's going to hit so many members. It stalled it, but Angel goes forward again by himself, and he dies. Ardiis is taking Garage. Nothing. No shot is landing from FPX. DRX seem incapable of doing wrong, and it just continues. MaKo with the shock dart in his lap gets 4.
And forced an eco here. This is the chance for them to take the lead.
You want to play? Let's play.
6 rounds in a row. for DRX. You see now why this is the map that they chose, why they feel comfortable here. Buzz with the op, and they're going to challenge him. Artis has a Sword Force on the other side. The Prowler cleared out. No shot fired. Oh, and Buzz misses, but he's going to re-challenge. He has no choice otherwise. And they're all flashed up. They can't see a dang thing. Oh my gosh, Buzz gets another. It's all there. All hail King Buzz. Long may he reign.
Just shutting down every single approach. And remember what I said about DRX and how they're interrupting the op ability of ardiis. FPX is doing the same thing to Buzz, but he still does not care.
Unreal. Buzz is a bloody demon. The lead is gone before them. And it's just been nothing this half.
There's an easy way to push Buzz off the angle. And DRX look like they want to try to fight back against the wall, which they haven't really done so far. They've been really relying on fighting the execute that gets thrown out. That's cautious from FPX to use that dart to clear out Buzz potentially on the backside of those bricks. He's in a very ardiis-esque position right now.
Speaking of which, you see him on the mini-map playing towards B with the Prowler. Getting a little bit of info. And they're going to rotate back into him. But the thing is, there's an alarm bot on the other side that truly is heard at this point. Angel still has some utility, so they can try to smoke it out.
They're going for that same TP satchel up play from Zyppan.
Shock Dart didn't clear it out. Artis has to do it himself.
And we've been here before. This time, the utility in the post plan is significantly less. No Hunter's Fury, only one Molly. No ult from Zyppan either. So they have to play on site.
Who's the catalyst for FPX? Who stops the bleeding? Who's the Band-Aid?
Where are you?
First shot fired, Buzz with the op, still holding things out. Oh my gosh, I thought that was gonna hit. Artis is repositioned. Shao has found one onto Zest. Buzz creeping forward. Shao still close by, blades in his back pocket.
Ollie's out.
MaKo has gotten into half, and he's gonna stick it the whole way. He's just gonna stick it the whole way! FPX look lost! They look befuddled!
One enemy remaining.
The actions from FPX, they just have no clue what to do.
And that's a scary place to be, man.
Angel's ulted, he's all the way up in heaven right now. And the aggression from DRX right now might get punished. The drone to push him back, they have to go through that wall. And they can't retreat. There's no way forward.
He's so bold! Buzz uses the blades. Shao close by. Yeah, the spike's been planted, but Shao's in a world of hurt. Oh my gosh. It was ugly, but that's okay. It works out.
And the trades are huge, but they're coming fast behind them.
They're flanking the flankers. SUYGETSU's there, and he's gonna cut too, but no! Zest is wise to it! Artis has managed to get one, and he's gonna be flanking around. Angel's not around. Artis has to do it himself. A 1v3, a fault line before him, and the spam is good for Zest.
Match, series, point. But so often they fall. Finally, last chance in modern VCT. And they're making history.
And they're making a play. 2 down mid. A little bit of early aggression, a little bit of early space denial. You've got Buzz holding that window too. Oh, you can feel the tension building. It's all just on the other side of this scope. Angel's no longer around. Buzz's shot's gonna miss, but he's gonna proc the dash. Takes another and gets away. A 4v4.
Equality achieved, but no space except for Artis. Look at him. All the way up.
And he has the chance to find so much value here. But Buzz on the other side, keeping things back. Artis 2, just there. No, just 1. No magic! No Artis! SUYGETSU and Shao, the dynamic duo for FPX in this 2v3.
And they're walking into a stack of Killjoy utility here.
30 seconds left.
And RB, who's blossomed so much in this role, in this tournament. but DRX mere moments away from putting them down. You see it. Oh, RB.
He has help.
Yes, he does. And it's massive help too. The challenge is there. They're going to swing right into it. They both fall!